Excuse me, brother. What we call drugs is 74th Street Baptist Church. We call us sin.
Well, around here, between Northern and Western, we call this here a little twin. Nigga.
Smoke weed every day.
And every day we go smoke. Man, what up, man? It's your boy Mikey T, and you're now tuned into an exclusive interview right here in the hood, in the heart of Edgewood right here. Man, I had to bring him back, man. Y'all just seen him on probably one of the biggest episodes we dropped on Smoke Session. So, we gotta bring my man LAFFY here. What's up, brother?
What's up, Edgewood? You already know what it is.
Man.
When you see me, you smell what you're smelling, Edgewood. What you looking at Edgewood. What you touching Edgewood. Just know that when you see me, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
That's it.
Man, so we getting into something special, man. You got some music getting ready to drop soon, but before we get into all that, man, we got to go through the whole history of you for real. So right now, for people who don't know this area, man, this is Edgewood. We in Deerfield right now, right in Deerfield. Yes. What does court mean to you, though?
Yes. So what's crazy, right? You asking what this court mean to me, and I'm just tell you exactly what this court mean to me. If you was to get John Singleton or Jordan Peele to direct my documentary,
for sure.
This has to be the main plot. This has to be where it starts. This has to be the introduction.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I can honestly say, like, this is the place I grew up, right here on this basketball court. I seen anything you see me rap about, or even if it's in my later years where I'm rapping about it somewhere else, it began here though. Like, this is my introduction to a lot, like, bad and good, you know what I mean? For me, what I believe, it just gave me wisdom. You know, a lot of people will look at whatever I, collected as information as bad, but to me, it was information, and it helped guide me to where I'm going at in life, and it helped me, guide me away from where I'm not supposed to be in life. So, Deerfield is my heart. Deerfield is my everything. Deerfield is a place I can never forget.
Okay, so can you tell us about your childhood in Edgewood? I mean, even though I know you're a Philly kid, can you tell us? Let's go to that. Let's go tell us about how you originally a Philly kid and you grew up here in Edgewood. Like,
so Edgewood is like, I think I want to say 7 or 8 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 31. For sure. You feel me? So, like, I want to say Rockville and West Philly, yes. Like, that's you want to say introduction, yeah, that's cool. And a shout out to all my homeboys back home and everything. I'm not taking nothing away from any of our moments or memories, but this place is my first almost everything. Like, I could say, like, Philly gave me my love for women and my love for basketball. Mm-hmm. I could say that. But in Rockville as well. But as of everything else, it's Edgewood. Like anything else. Like, I learned about gangs and all of that. Like, if it wasn't for Edgewood, I wouldn't know that. You know what I mean? And I'm starting to learn, like, as you go into the world, because people from other places that don't come from a land that has gangs that canvas the area, they actually find it as like a comedy or something. Like, they don't really understand the importance of how somebody may feel when they're one to a tribe. You know what I mean? Sure. And that's just what I feel gangs are, just tribes. You know what I mean? So, like, I understand the importance of that, and Edgewood gave me that. You know what I mean? The knowledge of that. So just growing up in Edgewood is like, it's a lot to learn. If you don't know about gangs, you're going to have a hard time here. You know what I mean? You really are. You just really are, because you're going to keep poking the bear until the bear actually roars. You know what I mean? So, and that's what I think we're seeing now today with the youngins. Like, they're roaring. But to answer your question, yeah,
So,
Edgewood is a big part of my childhood.
so let's get into the music, man. What was the first inspiration to start making music?
So, like, it's crazy. See, I can't take certain shit away from Philly. You know what I mean? So that's
sure.
what's crazy. Like, it's like a tug of war sometimes. But it's actually, it's funny. The nigga actually big now, and it's all funny. He a meme type nigga now, but yo, but that's my man. So I'ma just keep it real. Like, that's really what made me feel like I could do music. Meek Mill, like, you know what I mean? Like, I come from the early, like, whatever he is now to the world, that's cool. But I come from an era where Meek Mill was really that nigga. Like,
Facts.
so, like,
Meek with the braids.
exactly, Meek with the braids. I come from when he was that nigga, and like, just to make a long story short, like, when he started off in his early career, I was part of a group. I was like a little saint. If anybody seen You Got Served, I was like the little saint of a group called 2F2F in Philly. It was a party group, a party promoting group. They threw parties to get money. You feel me? We had branched off from YBE that made the famous song. If anybody knows this famous song, it's called "Give Me a Wally." I was the little saint of that group at that time. We used to party promote and run around the city and, you know, hand out flyers to try and get the party. It was basically back in Philly in this time in the early 2000s, mid 2000s. It was like a battle of hoods trying to see who can make the city the livest, who could throw the livest party in the city and say their side of the city was the livest.
For sure.
You know what I mean? So at this time, Meek was he was up and coming rapper at this time, and we would party promote, and I actually handed Meek a flyer at one time at a let out a club called Plush. It was like a club in the middle of Philly and New Jersey Highway or whatnot. He was performing there, but reason why I got introduced to music is because Meek used to come around the way to it's a popular strip, 52nd and Market, and that's where we would go inside so nobody laugh and think we was copping shit off the street. The only thing we was grabbing off the streets was tank tops and socks, motherfuckers. No sneaks, no nothing. All right, all them sweatsuits. We was getting them from City Blue and shit like that, all right? It was nothing off of the, you know, none of that bullshit. None of that shit that was Nike spelled backwards. You know what I'm saying? So, Meek used to come down there and he would rap. Philly was big on this DVD scene at this time. I don't know if too many people know about it, but it was a big DVD circuit going on back around this time, and Meek would be down there. And at this time, Meek wasn't the best. This is what really introduced me to music. This is the story. Meek wasn't the best at the time. You know what I mean? But to me, what I liked about Meek and what made him the best to me was he had rhythm. And like his flow was like completely different from the Reed Dollars, Cheek Raw, Cicero, Vodka. You know, it was a million rappers back then at that time, right? And I just liked his hunger for the music at the time. And I could sense that this nigga felt like he could really make it just through his words. You feel me? And that energy, we used to walk past him as I don't even know if we on YouTube walking past him. You know what I mean? But we would walk past him, and I would always think to myself while I'm walking past him, like, yo, like, y'all don't feel this nigga energy? Like I felt back then, like, yo, I think he could do it. Like, you know what I mean? And now, when it became to the later 2000s, and I was seeing that he was making it, like, you can't now, like, even right now, I'm 31 years of age. You feel me? 31 years of age. You still can't tell me that there is something that I can't do just from watching him do that, because I know how everybody felt that was so impossible for him back then.
Facts.
Real shit. So it just makes me feel like anything's impossible, because he was at the bottom, like he was on nobody's radar to make it to where he is now. Like, that's for sure. I know
Meek
that.
definitely made it from the bottom for sure.
That's for sure.
So let's kind of get into your music. So one of your first projects was what? Welcome to Edgewood, and you dropped Welcome to Edgewood 2. It's been a while, so
Yeah.
let's talk about why the hiatus for so long.
You know what's crazy? I feel as though everybody has a calling, right?
Mm-hmm.
But in order to fulfill your calling, you got to understand your purpose. You
Facts.
know, you have to have a why. You know
Facts.
what I mean? And I know I was doing music back then. I'm going to keep it real. I know everybody's like, what the fuck when I say this? But like, I was doing music back then off of peer pressure. It doesn't matter how good it sounded to y'all or whatever y'all may feel. Like, I was really, I don't want to say forced to do that, but it's like majority of the things that people feel as though I'm good at. Like, I usually feel forced to do it, like basketball or whatever. Like, if we want to tie that back into my story, like, Edgewood shied me away from basketball because I wanted to be a part of the gangs so bad because all my friends was part of it. But I come from a different era in Edgewood. Like, the older niggas, I don't want to say that's what's going on now, but I'm saying, like, the older niggas, if they seen something in you back in the day when I was growing up in Edgewood, they pushed you away. Like, they literally pushed you away. Like, I remember being in that middle school, being in that middle school over there and asking niggas, like, yo, asking the 8th graders. I'm in 6th grade. I'm asking the 8th grader, like, yo, send me on a mission. Like, I see you send bro on a mission. Like, send me on a mission. I'm trying to get down. And they telling me, like, nah, nigga, ain't you so-and-so cousin? Like Mitch. I was Mitch cousin. That's what my name was. You feel me? Like, ain't you Mitch cousin? Wasn't you just hooping with us like last week? Nah, you the young boy that did the 360 layup. Nah, fuck no, young boy. Like, get the fuck out of here. You not banging. Like, no. Get the you know what I'm saying? So like, they pushed me more away from basketball because it was like, I was like, oh, these niggas think I'm a bitch. Like, in my head, that's what I was thinking. You know, I was like, oh, they think I'm pussy. Like, they think I can't do this shit. You know what I mean? And so it was like, I went through like a hard 3-4 years in Edgewood. Like, nobody, 365 times 4. I'm talking about 365 times 4 going hard trying to be down. And niggas out here just
that's also just like the ego of a young black man. Mm-hmm. For sure.
Wasn't letting me down.
All right, brother. So, how would you describe your sound to people, for the people in the world that don't know you?
Good question. So, to the people that don't know me, I would say, like, you getting a breath of fresh air. My music provides clarity. My music's crisp. And my music is soul-seeking. You know, because without a soul, you can't feel my music.
For sure.
Straight up and down. Like, you can tell when you listen to my music, you can tell I put thought into it. Even with the music that's braggadocious, even though I do not like it, but I understand from my culture, I have to make that kind of music to, you know, promote the other messages in my project, you know? Bless you.
Thank you.
So, you know, for somebody who don't know me and wanted to understand my music, I would have to say, yeah, my music is for real individuals. Like, right now, like, my community just, you know, suffered a tragic loss. You know what I mean? We had a baby boy, you know, that we watched raise, you know. So it's like my music would touch on subjects like that, you know.
Facts.
I can't be sliding on the op every time you click on a new track from me. Like, I gotta talk to somebody that understands the hurt and the pain and the happiness and the joy of a real person coming from this real place that I come from. You know, like my motto is to be the voice of somebody that can't articulate themselves as well as I can on a beat. You know what I mean? Like, but we got other art forms of people that can do that here. You know, we got people that can paint. We got people that could sing. We got people that could do what you doing. You know what I mean? Giving me this platform. This is a form of art. You know what I mean? I don't know how to do none of this shit. You know what I mean? I just know how to, you know, speak when I'm given a question to answer.
Right.
But you're able to, you know, document this, record this, edit this, put this out, and that's why you're gifted in your own right. You know what I mean?
Right.
You're polished in your own right. So, you know, that's that. That's where we at with it.
I respect it. So, what is your creative process like in making music?
Yeah, so, like I said, my music comes from a real place. Like, I want to, first off, before I answer that, you know, I got a couple things I got to do, you know, into this interview that I made sure I was going to do. I want to give a shout out to Brittany, you know. I want to give a shout out to JJ, you know, that's my baby boy. We lost him at the age of 14. So,
R.I.P. man.
R.I.P. to JJ, 17 out. You know, my creative process comes from my heart. My music is never not going to come from there. I'm never going to be in a situation where y'all have to worry about if somebody paid me to just create something. If it's not from my heart, and if I don't feel as though I can pull something from my heart to place, then it's not going to be done. So my creative process is just, you know, soul seeking and speaking from my heart. And you know, most times, you know, I'll go on YouTube, you know, look for a little beat, but the beat is correlated to the mood that I'm looking to express. You know, so once the beat is selected, more times than none, the song is already written, because what happens with me is like, I just start with one word, and it's usually the emotion that I'm feeling. And from that word, I just start pop, 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 pop. Then I got a bar. Then I go off of another word. Pop, 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 pop. That's 4 bars. Then another 2. Pop, 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 pop. 6. Pop, 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 pop. 8. You know what I mean? And just going. And usually before that, I already have a hook in my head. And the hook's usually, you know, 4 bars. That's easy. And then place that. And then write the second verse off of the starting with the word and the emotion to keep going.
Facts. So, you're dropping a project, man. Do you got a name for this project?
Yeah, hell yeah. I want to say, like, because of my hiatus, you know, I went through a lot these past 10 years. You know, I feel like I've grown to a man, you know, and it's like, it's changed my thinking. It's changed my perspective on a lot of situations. It's like, I'm so peace-based, God-based, you know? Like, I really don't want no troubles or problems or situations with anybody right now. Nigga could call me a bitch about it or whatever. It's just, that's just where I'm at right now in life. I don't care to prove I'm hard or
Facts.
tough or a gangster
Facts.
anymore. Like, you know? So, the title of the tape is going to be Hope All Is Well, because that's really all I'm hoping for people. You know? I'm really hoping that everything is well with everybody, because I'm at a space where I'm understanding that as an adult, we really do not know what's going on with people. You know what I mean? Like, you do not know what somebody is battling daily, and even if you do not know how it is affecting them mentally.
Real
you know
shit.
what I mean? Because how it affects you may be different from how somebody else is. Everybody's personal experiences is different, and it differs. You know what I mean? So
Facts.
it's like, in the meantime of trying to figure that out with you, or in the meantime of you trying to understand that with me, I hope all is well. So that's why I named that the title of this tape that's about to drop.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah.
So, What's the message that you trying to deliver with this tape?
Um,
Other than, I know you said hope all is well.
well, yeah, the message I'm trying to deliver with this tape, I mean, the music is just the music. I'm just giving varieties of music and variety of sounds and stuff like that. But
Okay.
what I really want people to get is like, I need people to understand me. You feel me? I feel like God changing me for the better. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I went through a time, like, we could go on the story time right now, but I just speaking of Brittany is crazy. I was just clip this and put this as something, because this gonna be a moment. But I just got off FaceTime a couple of days ago with Brittany, and I went through this whole story, and my mother was right there to confirm it. So that's how y'all know this shit about to be real. I went through a time where it was during the recession when shit was fucked up. And it was during Christmas. We didn't get, it was like I don't want to say third year, but it was like a consecutive year of not getting shit for Christmas. And so like we was bowing our heads praying, and my mother noticed that I wasn't praying, and I wasn't bowing my head, and she, you know, she said something to me afterwards, like in front of everybody, and I was basically like, I don't believe, you know, because like, why everywhere where it's predominantly black people is fucked up. You know what I mean? Like, why we got it so hard all across the world, not just even in America. You know what I mean? I don't believe. So it's crazy because I felt something removed from myself after that time. Like, there was a point in time in my life when I was a little kid, and I ran in the house and told my mom it was somebody following me, and she was like, who? I was like, I don't know. It was something in the sky. like she was like, where you coming from? And I told her, like, it was like it was far away. And she was like, oh, baby, that was God making sure you got home. I was like, oh, for real? Like, you know, I'm a little kid. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, I was somewhere I wasn't supposed to be coming home, for real. So, but when I said that on that Christmas day, I felt something removed from myself. And like, I just feel like I went through some of the worst shit in my life. Like, I went through some of the worst shit in my life, like these past recent years, you know what I mean? Up until now, shit started looking up for me, you know? But through that, like, there was a lot of situations that I did realize I don't even understand how the fuck I got out of that. Like, I don't even, real shit, there's some situations where I'm looking at you right now, and I'm like, I don't even know how we doing this podcast. I'm supposed to be put up somewhere. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so like.
That's for sure.
Like, for real.
That's
so,
for sure.
Real shit. So it's like, yo, that's gotta be God. You know what I mean? And it's so, like, I say that to say, like, I feel like this tape and all of that is for the people that made it through the stuff that I've made it through.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like the people that feel like, God damn, how did I manage to, like, don't worry about it.
Facts.
I'm just hoping all is well with you. You know
Facts.
what I mean? Like, let's just keep carrying on and keep carrying God at first and in our name, because all of these stories and situations that we have, I feel is like, somehow, some way, it was to connect us back to him. Like, everything in my life, like, I feel like even how the older Edgewood was, like, I feel like that was a representation of how we are supposed to be now with these kids. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna lie, I don't give a fuck what the news say. I don't give a fuck what they think about us, or I know the real individuals here. Gang members or not, you know what I mean? Gang members are some of the most protective niggas that I've seen in my life in this school and all of that shit. Like, when niggas is getting bullied and all that, like, let's keep it real. Who do they go to get protection from?
The gang members.
Ain't it the gang members? Like, I done seen it a million times when a nigga is getting bullied. Yo. Get a nigga off your ass. You feel me? But the news don't know that. They just know you know, what they want to know, yo, or what they want to expose. But I've seen it a million times right here in this community. And I feel like, you know, these stories and all of this shit that we have that we hold dear to our heart is who we is. It makes us who we are, but it's also somehow, some way, it's to connect us to them. And you just have to figure it out in your life. I ain't telling nobody what to believe in or whatnot, because like I said, I don't even know what the religion is, if it's Islam, you know, or Christian. I don't know, but I just know there's a higher being controlling all of this for all of us.
For
If
sure.
you don't believe it, that's on you. And I still shake your hand like a man, and I love you. Hope all is well. That's where I'm at with it. I don't want to fight with you or debate.
Hope all is well, man. So there's a lot of like that pain, because when you were saying like just surviving, yo, I struggle super hard with like survivor's remorse. A lot of the brothers that I was outside with are in jail doing 50 years.
Yeah.
Some of them not here no more. RIP. I struggle with that super hard, to the point where I'm now just kind of like being okay with like, yo, I survived. I made it. I was supposed to. My fault.
No, you good. I can answer that. It's a real thing. I got a song on the tape that correlates to that emotion. You know, like sometimes, even with that feeling, this is how I feel sometimes. Like it's crazy. Like niggas will walk up to me and actually think they were booked with me, like on some real shit. Like, yo, I was down the road with you. What's up, live? And I'd be like, no, like I never been down the road, bro. I only been to the ACDC, bro. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? But it's because we was all cool running in this one little circle. You feel me? All of us have went down the road. You know what I mean? So I say that to say this, like with survival remorse, it's like sometimes I be feeling like I'm fake. You feel me? Like because like I ain't experienced everything that everybody that I was similar experienced. You know what I mean?
For sure.
So like when you have a situation where you're fighting that emotion, and say like you're fighting that emotion with a good friend of yours, right? A good friend of yours. Like, and I'm gonna bring it all the way back, and I'm gonna keep it real, and I'm gonna say a name because I ain't trying to cry on this joint. I'm not gonna cry on this joint, but I'm just saying like this is a type of emotion where it pierces a nigga heart. You feel me? Where it's like you got a good friend of yours that experienced all of that shit and went down the road, and then his life is cut short.
Facts.
You feel me?
Facts.
You feel me? So it's like you feel like you ain't even get the experience and travel with bro down them dark roads. You feel me? You ain't even be able to be there to console him about it because you ain't even get the experience. He gets to tell you, like, you don't know what it's like, bro. You saying I'm acting out and I'm wilding out because you ain't see what I seen. You ain't feel what I feel. You ain't go through what I go through. This is why I'm doing this, bro. You feel me?
Facts.
My little man Sticky. You feel me?
RIP, bro.
You feel me? I never went down the road. You feel me? So sometimes that shit be making that shit like, you know, it'll like kind of like do something to you in your head when you just alone thinking like where he at right now or something like that. Like, and then niggas don't even know to make it even worse. Like, what if he's younger than you?
Too many times.
You know, and Sticky was younger than me. You feel me? So that shit eats a nigga's soul, yo. You don't have to be gangsters. Like, you know, like I don't even consider myself a street nigga. That's another thing too I want to say on here. Like, I want to get this out there. Like, a lot of us, we are self-proclaimed street niggas. Like, we want to be street niggas. Like, and I'm not saying that we not. You know what I mean? But I'm saying, like, I don't think that's a title we should attach to ourselves because of legal shit.
For sure.
You feel me? Like, you know, that's just if you going into the courthouse. You don't want to be no street nigga to the judge, you know? So that's just number one. And number two, I feel like it gives a bad rep to our families if they really try not to give us that life. You know what I mean? So with that being said, I just feel like there's a lot of ways to look at things and exit. you know.
For
And
sure.
I feel like a lot of us as men need to start thinking of ways of how to exit so we can maneuver that playbook back to these young boys, because they're taking a dangerous degree that we didn't experience. I don't know about everybody, because a couple niggas be like, nah, we was on that, but I don't remember 3-4 niggas dying. You know what I mean? It's like it's getting to a point where these are babies to me. Like, now it's hitting, and I know people gonna be like, that's hypocritical, you waited, da 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 da. But hey, what, you gonna wait? What, you about to wait now? So it is what it is. Like, I'm here, and while I've been here, but I think it has to be more of a pressure of why we here. You know?
Okay. So, man, we know music. I mean, so how do you feel like you could stay authentic and true to yourself in an industry that kind of prioritizes image over substance?
I don't to enter this industry, I think I would have to be content with not being the biggest, with not being like a Drake or something like that, because
Facts.
I feel like to get to that point, something of your message has to be compromised to sell, you know?
For sure.
It's just common sense for business,
For sure.
you know? So, and I'm not really that intrigued to sell. I'm gonna keep it a being. Like, I'm the type of nigga, bro, right now, with the type of money I got, I'm cool with just making 100,000. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need to make 100 million gazillion dollars. You know what I mean? So if a record label, I'm a nigga that's coming from fucking 40,000 and shit like that a year. So if you give me 100,000, I know how to manage that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not about to sit down here and fake for these cameras because they on and act like I got a gazillion. Like I'm not that type of rapper. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm working a regular job. You know what I mean? I'm talking about my regular ass life. You know what I mean? So if my words can make me $100,000, I am fine with that. I can make that work. I lived in the county before. I know how to go live somewhere. I go put up in Cecil County where you niggas can't find me, or somewhere else. I go to a motherfucking Pennsylvania County or a motherfucking West Virginia County, somewhere far away where I can just focus on music, continue to make it, keep pumping music out, and keep making my revenue rise from 100,000. If it gets to 200,000, that's a fucking plus for me. I don't have to go and fucking wear a convertible suit and jump on Doritos commercial. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have to do that. Like, I'm a regular nigga. Like, all I want to do, like, look, on some real shit, if music can make me live comfortable the way that I'm living right now, that's fine by me. Like, I want to be able to come here to, like, say if your peoples was having a cookout, I want to be able to come there without causing mass hysteria. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want everybody to be like, yo, LAFFY is here. Come to like it, these people shit. The crowd's going wild. There's a bitch over here with her titties out. Oh. Like, I wanted to just be like, your family like, oh shit, you know him? Oh, you really? Oh, LAFFY. I'm just in the, what's up? Hey, yo, Mikey T, save me a rib, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit like that. Like, I want to be cool, calm, collective, walk through the mall regular. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, I do not. Like, the older I get, the more I understand how expensive peace is. Peace is the most expensive shit in this world. Peace, support, love. Those are shits that's the most expensive shit in this world. Not no fucking car or clothes, nigga. And you feel me? Those shits are expensive when it's real and genuine. Because niggas that don't have it and got all the money in the world, yo, do you see how niggas be miserable? You be wondering like, yo, how is this nigga kirking out and he got all this bread? That nigga don't got no real love around him. He don't got no real support around him. You feel me? He don't got nothing real around him, nigga. Nigga spiraling because he got all this money, but he don't really know what to do with it. Like, it's just simple. Nigga don't got him. You feel me? Gotta promote all that real shit in you. Gotta let you know who's really for you, who really not for you. He gonna place you in situations where niggas can't handle. He gonna place you in them situations, and then you gonna be forced to decipher, yo, am I gonna keep hanging with this nigga after he done put me in this situation and yo ain't even ride out, no nothing? That's on you if you continue.
Real shit. Hey, yo, that's real shit.
That's on you. That's on you. You that scared of that nigga, you gonna keep fucking with a nigga that's gonna fuck you over. That's on you, boy. I don't got shit to say to you. That's perfect. So,
before we get out of here, bro, is there anything that you want people to know from this interview?
So, I'm gonna say, shout out to all my young bulls. Man, you know, I want y'all to hold y'all head, keep y'all head high. The storm ain't gonna last forever. We got shit coming. You feel me? Another thing is, I want the older folks of Edgewood to keep dreaming. You're never too old. I don't even know the way to say it. As long as you got breath in your mouth. Yeah. As long as you breathing, you got a reason. Facts. I just made that up out my brain. That's crazy. As long as you breathing, damn, that's a slogan, nigga. I got that shit. Don't take it. All right, as long as you breathing, you got a reason. You feel me? And like, I want all the beautiful ladies, black women. I want y'all to know this. I don't know which camera. Yeah, I want y'all to know this right now. Your boy is single. You feel me? I like fried chicken. You feel me? I really do like fried chicken. But I love pasta. So if y'all like pasta dates, you know, we could take one. You know what I mean? I can learn your documentary on that. Real shit. You feel me? And we'll have more commentary when those times come. But I'm just letting y'all know that our brother's book is open. You know what I mean? Our brother's book is open. He's looking. I'm looking, but I want y'all to know this too. The women that are taken that like to do men's hair, stay the fuck away from me. All right? Stay the fuck away from me. Y'all are the problem in today's dating pool. All right? Y'all have to stay the fuck away from me. All right? Y'all boyfriends are crazy. Y'all men are crazy. All right? They be knowing that shit too. Y'all be knowing, and my stupid ass be falling for that shit. I'm dumb as fuck. You know. I almost failed alternative, so you know I'm super dumb. All right. All right, so just chill out on me. All right, I done caught up to y'all game. Yo, you know how crazy it is to fail alternatives? I was almost there, nigga. I was almost there. That's why I got kicked out, went to night school. I did that shit on purpose. I was like, I can't fail this shit. Hey, yo. Yeah, man. Edgewood shit. What's up? 21040, man. Home of the EDG, you know, home of WMD, KBE. Right here. Live leave me, XWJZ. In motherfucking Deerfield right now. Niggas caught a lot of work on these courts right here, man, for sure. I was Jordan on these courts at one point. Now, so I got. Let's hear it. Let the crowd hear it. Yeah. It's a chocolate bar. Yeah, the chocolate bar.
We got me short-winded,
but I'm going far.
I'm the truth, they lying kings,
and they hem with scars. Niggas who got cushion and thoughts on the all-stars. Where they do that at won't engage in your foolish trash.
Normalizing getting money
till we feeling used to that.
Long ways from no grass,
and we just had to use a black. We know the streets well, baby, no need for Google Maps.
Where you heading, dog?
To the top, nigga, let me know what you need so I can let it drop, nigga.
Like white boys in
the league that can't stop, nigga. You a pebble, that's one reason I can't rock with you. Comparing and you not, this a stone cold burn and you can't afford a knotless.
Peek at your face
and she becomes nauseous.
Just the thought of it,
I swear to God, it's so toxic. Enjoy the
brunch dates, drunk face
from the punch taste,
from the low to my place,
being just like we being chased. Let's get away and evade the country. I say what I mean and I mean that shit humbly. I speak like a man, so what John wouldn't want me. They fall in love when they find out
that I'm funny.
Speak with intelligence.
I'm far from a dummy.
Genuine soul.
I don't leave with my money. Damn. Just gave them too much game.
My mother claims
Never hang if they ain't got no shame.
a child that doesn't listen
Must be engulfed in flames, cause that's a pendant man waiting to engage in the strange. Lost and forgotten, y'all remember what's his name? And even if it's corrected, that's too much to change. Just try to remain sane before you're deranged. We in it for the long haul, we can't be shortchanged. Damn.
Let me handle it, change the romance
And candle it, my addiction is ratchet bitches and scandalous, and can break D down just like an analyst, and got the body of track stars on campuses. The loss is sticky, somehow it's still sticking with me. Memories we save like the voice of Whitney. Ain't used to fair comers, I once had gimmies. Stay humbled in the spur of the moment, just like Timmy. Don't get popped, trying to manage our load, we like winning.
We old fashioned.
We the men that like women, we cherish them. Lay their brown skins on white linen. Wrestling moves in the bedroom, I like pinning. Any artist needing help with their songs for my penning. To crack the code to be in the game for my penning.
The love from the streets.
What I see is my pension. Elevation needs separation. I like distance. Fuck away from me, nigga. It's light work,
Man, it's the most legendary shit ever.
I love y'all.
We in fucking Edgewood and Deerfield, man. Get the fuck out of here. Cold as shit.
EDG. Oh, my WMD KBE. Don't believe me, ask WJZ.